right, today we're going to take a step away from the myths and talk a little bit more practically about our academic writing. And we're about halfway through the J-term course, and so hopefully you have a good start at least on what your research paper is going to be about. You should have turned in your annotated bibliography, so you should have some sources. And now I want to just talk a little bit about how to organize your essays. And this is something that is good for any class, any essay you're writing, or really any type of writing that you're doing. I know not all of you are probably fans of outlines. However, I've found with my students in the past that a solid outline can really help in your writing process, but it can help more importantly in your organization. I can't tell you how many times I write on a paper, poorly organized, can't follow it, that kind of idea. And if you have an outline, then that should not be happening to you. And there are several methods for outlining, and I want you to use whatever method works for you. I just want you to do an outline. Examples include clustering, a tree, a numerical outline. I'm going to show you these examples as well, in case you aren't sure. Once you have your initial thoughts outlined, then you can actually start writing. So before you even start your writing process, before you take pen to paper or your fingers to the keyboard, whatever, you should have some type of outline before you get started. In an academic paper, most of you guys, I hope, are familiar with the 5-paragraph essay. This is the most common type of academic essay that you'll find. And in that type of paper, you'll have at least 3 body paragraphs with several examples in each paragraph. And this is where your outline really shines, whether or not you have one or not, because you have those examples and you have those body paragraphs already mapped out in your outline. And an outline is really just a map of where you're going. So think of it that way. You wouldn't drive to a brand new place without looking at the map first. You shouldn't be writing an essay without creating an outline at first. Some examples. This is an example of a cluster outline. And so it's a little bit more of a brainstorming type of outline where you take an example like your expectations right here, and you point off of those different things that could come from those. Job skills, social aspects of college, and then from that you cluster some other ideas off of that. And in that sense you create a type of outline based on these brainstorming ideas. While this is a good outline as far as getting started, it's probably not the best outline as far as truly organizing your points. Once you've done one of these, then you can take the area you want to pick and actually write about and make a more definitive outline from that. Traditional outline is something like this. You have your thesis statement here at the top with details off of those, what your 3 main points are going to be. You have supporting details off of each of those, and then it draws it back into the conclusion where you kind of restate all of these things. If any of you took the Intro to Speech Comm last semester, you probably did something similar to this with your speech. This is an outline form that I have created. I will post it. It's posted actually on the top of our notes page or our top of our Moodle Rooms page. You're welcome to print this off and use it. It just is another form for you to be able to fill out the information. You can put your main idea for each of your 3 body paragraphs in here. Any supporting details you have. You don't have to have 3 under each paragraph, but that's a good, kind of a good general place to start. You can put an introduction, thesis, and your conclusion in here. The example I have is about visitation in OBU dorms and how we should maybe extend the hours. So just talks about that. The other one is an example of an outline in Word. If you use a Word program, I'm not sure on a Mac, I'm sure it's similar, but it almost has an outline form for you. You can just go up to the top bar, the top bar at the top of Word, and select this outlining, kind of looks like an outline kind of in the thing. It's by the bullets part. But it has Roman numerals, it has letters, and you can even go in more detail than that. But what I would like for you to turn into me as far as on Friday when your outline is concerned, I would like you to turn in something either like this, like the Word document, or if you would like to use this, you can scan it in and submit it as well. Either one of these is fine with me. So either a Word document with an outline with Roman numerals and letters, or an essay outline like this where you kind of are able to fill in the information. So one of those two options works for me as far as what I would like you to turn in for your paper. But this should serve as a really good outline and map and guide for you as you work on your research paper.